Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Odds, and I've got a good replay for you. I just played this game versus Candyman on the ladder, and we had some crazy tech choices here. If you're interested in Link's sledges and fire, tune in and watch the whole video. All right, so right off the bat, we start. I've got the Typhoon spec, and Candyman has the training spec. I've gone for Sledgehound against Arclight Storm. So in this game, I'm already thinking, like, I've got an idea in my mind. Like, I've been playing a bit with the Phantom Ray and the Hound and using the incendiary bombs and oil and all that stuff, which you've seen before. And I was thinking it would be really great, instead of going just like fully all in on that, maybe we get some units that can withstand the fire and that can push through and do some real serious damage that way. You know, if all the chaff dies, then it would be good to have some units on the ground. Because sometimes I'm left with just like only Phantom Rays or, you know, air units, Wasps maybe, and then they get pretty easily countered by Mustangs if they're able to stay alive in the back, if you just deploy Mustangs with range and anti-air. So in this game I was thinking, and I changed my text to try out the damage sharing and field maintenance on the sledges, since that's a great way in order, like, sledges, they don't really die in fire, especially with field maintenance or damage sharing. Like, some people forget, but you get 120% extra HP from damage sharing. It's not just linking the sledges. So that's my idea of this game. We're gonna light the field on fire and keep our sledges alive. So anyways, first round starts playing as Stormcallers, and we've already got level 2 Arclight. So we just went full in on the Hounds right away. We just get all the Hounds out of the way, and then we don't need to buy any more later, theoretically. Once we push this button, we don't need any more. So so this first round, Arclight level 2 is going to be able to clean up these Hounds pretty easily. But that's okay, unfortunately for us. We lose this. We're going to lose this first round. But it's not so bad. I'm just going to skip forward a little bit here. You also see there's some crawlers that managed to weasel their way through. Alright, round 2. Paste mod, mass produce Scorp, laser sight, and deploy mod. So this is actually a really scary card, but it was offered on the second round, and I haven't really committed to sledges or anything yet. So there's no reason to believe my opponent's going to pick that. I went for the haste mod because I feel like sledges with a bit of extra damage, like this has 40% extra damage, will be able to push through these Arclights a bit easier, especially this like level 2 Arclight. I popped it on this sledge because I had more damage over here, so I felt it was a bit better. Since these guys were staying alive a bit longer, this guy's just getting destroyed by the Stormcallers a bit. Yeah, so deciding what to do here. In order to prevent this from creeping to my tower, I popped down another Hound over on the corner and sledge on this shallow flank here. We're trying to build this kind of like L shape where we're going on the side here. We want to light all this up, and then eventually we will have sledges across and maybe even all the way up here, and we can link them. So here we go. Immediately, you know, missile kills obviously my sledgehammer with the unit on it, so that's a bit unfortunate. But we have a good deploy on the side here with this sledge. So it's tanking from the Arclight, and then our Hounds can come in and kill the chaff, so that looks good there. Our middle sledges aren't really able to do much just because this Arclight, they're just getting shelled by the Stormcallers in this Arclight. So unfortunately there's another round. It's looking not so great for us. These Stormcallers are a bit difficult to deal with sometimes in the early rounds, but once we get our scaling going on our on our sledges, we'll be looking a lot better. All right, round 3. Here's the unit drop: Phantom Ray, Phoenix, Marksman, and Tarantula. So obviously I'm looking to go into the Phantom Ray. The Phoenix and the Marksman are pretty good counters to the Phantom Ray though, so I'm a little bit hesitant to pick it, but I think, you know what, why not? We've got this great start. We've got everything we want and dreamed of so far. Everything's going okay in terms of our unit choices, unit drops, everything. So let's just go for it and see what happens. So right away I tech the sticky oil and the incendiary bomb on the Hound. I've only got 200 bucks left, so in order to try to stop some of these missiles, I just put some fangs up in front. Also potentially to take some shots from either the Phoenix or the Marksman that was being most likely selected. I think like 90% of the time it's this like level 3 Phoenix drop is so strong. So this thing, you know, it does almost 9,000 damage, and it just like, it'll kill our Phantom Rays very, very easily. Interesting though. Okay, so the attack of the Phantom Ray is 1217, and we've got, yeah, it takes a few hits for the Phantom Ray to kill the Phoenix. So anyways, okay, next round starts. Now we got our fire on board. Missiles are shelling at the chaff, which is great for us. We get good connections with the oil. It kills this whole pack, and we're able to quickly just overrun through the middle, kill this Phoenix so that it can't kill our Phantom Rays. Get the tower. Amazing, amazing turn of events here. It ended up working out really well for us. And we do our first bit of damage. Alright, so now the jig is out. Opponent knows what we're doing. Super heavy armor is offered. Great choice. Great choice because we're, like I said, we're going for surviving the fire. So we pop this on the sledge. This, I put it on this sledge. I maybe should have considered putting it on the level 2 sledge on the side. But I put it in the middle because this guy's like tanking the most for us. So I'm hoping that we can get this guy a level, and then it won't be as brutal putting this on a level 1 unit. But yeah, so another Phantom Ray, and we put another Phantom Ray here, so we got 2 Phantom Rays. We got the super heavy. Opponent, what are they picking here? They went for the super supply, so they're expecting this game to last for a while, and that is not my intent. I want to end this game as quickly as possible, pretty much, as soon as I get my techs online. I feel like whenever you push the damage sharing button, you have to win the game like that turn, because there are a lot of counters to it. There are some things you can do to like mitigate those counters, but like, so for example, if a melting point is locked on to your sledges, it's going to destroy all the link sledges. But if you have like, you know, this one has a super heavy, and if it's leveled up, and then you have, for example, a level 1 sledge in between, that damage sharing is going to kill that level 1, and the level 2 will stay alive. It'll break the link, and then the rest of the sledges will stay alive. Alright, so opponent throws down oil, trying to burn my stuff, but, you know, this is the turn that we go for the field maintenance, so that doesn't quite work. Again, we just push through with our Phantom Rays. We got too many Phantom Rays. We get the tower, we get the Phoenixes, and we overrun our opponent yet again. There's one pack of crawlers over here though. Ooh, big missile. Huge missile. Yeah, that's a round in our favor. There we go, another little bit of damage. Chipping away. Okay, barrier laser sight and another super heavy. Immediate pick. Immediate pick. So now I can pop this on my level 2 sledge here. I get this guy level up as well. 700 bucks remaining. What are we going to do with it? Opponent goes for the super heavy too. Right, so here I'm throwing down some more sledges. I'm trying to get my link online here. So interesting thing you can kind of do here in the corner, like if you have this, you put in the corner, and then if these move forward a bit, well, they can get linked, which can work out. Opponent goes for the sandworm with super heavy, and with training spec. Yeah, this is gonna be tough here. Level 2 sandworm got almost 250,000 health. We don't have a whole lot of damage. The Phantom Rays don't do terribly against the sandworm, but it does still take quite a long time to do it. Meanwhile, the worm is like very good against all this stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out how to place my sledges now. It's got range on the arc lights now too. All right, here we go. Fire in the middle. And here comes that sandworm. Boom, huge hit. Ow, just killing all my tanks. Yeah, that hurts. And so we're not able to kill these Phoenix. So these Phoenix have just free reign over like shooting down the Phantom Rays. And unfortunately our Rays just want to kill these crawlers. A couple crawlers really kind of ruined that, because if these turned around and shot the Phoenix, we would have been okay maybe. Yeah, here we are, not able to kill the worm. So we got a worm problem. What are we going to do about it? A lot of spells offered. Ion Blast, Orbital Lightning, Vulcan Descent. I go for the lightning. So my thought with this is we want to kill all the stuff around the worm. Like these Phoenix are the real problem. The worm is a problem, but it could be manageable. But the real problem I think is these Phoenix. So the storm is good against that. It's also going to kill, you know, anything else that pops up, any other chaff. If there's units that get placed in front of the worms, or I don't know, anything else in here. So that's what we do, and then we pop on the cloak ability. So cloak is great with the Phantom Ray because it does an extra 40% damage. So I'm feeling like with enough level 2 Phantom Rays, we can probably burst down this sandworm. It's tough with the super heavy, but that's my thought. I think we can maybe do it. So that's what I'm banking on. I'm hoping for. And then we've got 250 bucks, so just a couple more fangs. Hopefully, because it looked like the sandworm was just smacking all of our sledges one after the other. So I put some fangs here, hopefully to mess up the melee attack of the sandworm, so maybe I can waste a few on the fangs. Opponent has a really good Ion Blast here, so that kind of sucks. It's gonna hit quite a lot, but yeah, oh look, see we had a huge hit here with our storm. Opponent went for the Mustangs with anti-air. So he's trying to shoot down all of our Phantom Rays. So meanwhile, we do scoot up in front of that Ion Blast, and we are able to kill that worm, which is great. But that, I believe that storm did a huge role for us here. Killing the potential anti-air on those Mustangs, and also getting rid of Phoenix. So there we go, another bit of damage here. Down to 1700 life. Rhino, Scorp, Saber, Marksman. It sucks seeing Scorp when you're going tank, but I saw the Saber, and that's a lot of damage. So I figured if we put this here, it's going to help melt this sandworm more quickly. So that's my thought with that. I thought my opponent would probably be going for the Scorpions, but as you'll see in a sec, they're still deciding, and they go for the Rhino. They saw an opening here to try and go for the tower. It's a great idea. I am exposed here, but we'll see what happens. So I still haven't spent my money yet. I'm still deciding what to do. We've got another level 2 sandworm here. Interestingly, like, these storm colors aren't getting sold. I don't think they're doing a whole lot anymore, but yeah, I go just to try to build out the rest of my sledges, and then one more Phantom Ray, because I'm trying to now, because there's so many sandworms here, I'm trying to now put a bit of pressure on the right side. And I think I'm just a bit lucky here that I managed to block this rhino. I think if he kept the other rhino and had both rhinos, this might work out a lot better. Like a level 3 rhino is not bad. Like it crushes sledges. But we'll see what happens. I popped some oil down here because I want to make sure that these Mustangs die to the fire. So we do kill that rhino. We killed all this stuff with the fire. And now we've got to deal with these worms. The worm dies. This saber-tooth does a ton of damage. Look at that. Takes another few shots over on this sandworm too. Beautiful placement on that saber. We do have that third worm now. But we get the tower. We're lighting things up. And there's really not a whole lot that can shoot the air here, so we're going to take this round. Look at this battlefield. There's just fire and chaos everywhere. It's crazy. There we go. Now my opponent down below 600 HP. It's time. It is time. We turn on the link. We go for the kill. Shield, orbital, sandworm, and portable shield. I'm deciding here what to do. Do we go for the orbital? The jab, is it worth it? I feel like sometimes a jab on the sandworm is like doesn't really work. I mean, plus it doesn't kill the thing anyway. Opponent goes for the portable shield, puts that on the other sandworm on the left here, which is a great choice because like it's going to take forever to kill this thing. These two worms are just going to take so much damage. Yeah, so we go for the, I don't remember what we went for actually. I guess we didn't go for the shield. But yeah, we're turning on the damage sharing. We're looking for the mechanical rage too. We're trying to fully take out these sledges now. We don't have range, but I feel like that doesn't matter because we are in a headbutt kind of like the range doesn't matter so much. The sandworm's going to be right in our faces, and that's going to be what's doing the most damage. I got the mech rage because I wanted to make sure that I could kill these sandworms before it destroys all of our tanks with the link. So yeah, I spread these out. We've got a nice link here. I broke the link here because I didn't want, you know, any weirdness with these sandworms. Got some oil in the middle. It doesn't matter even one bit. We just go right through it. This sandworm's dying pretty quick. And we get the kill on the sandworm. This sandworm stays alive. And this sandworm's doing a ton of work over here. But somehow, these sledges, they just don't die. And we get the tower with our Phantom Rays. Here we go, right flank sledges. This little group coming in here. There's tanks everywhere. It's crazy. Tanks and fire are going through. Oh, I did get the shield on this saber-tooth. That's what happened. Because the saber is like important to keep alive. It's like killing the worms. So that's what happened there. But yeah, we just roll through. Amazing, amazing. So I really had to end it that turn because I feel like, you know, one more turn with this damage sharing, it can sometimes get a bit hairy. But yeah, it worked out. So hope you enjoyed that strategy. Hope you enjoyed this game. If you liked it, you know, give the video a like, give me a follow or subscribe or whatever. I would love to have you join the team here. And I'll see you for the next time. Have a good day, everyone.